Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Today we are going to talk about binomial nomenclature, which is the most important topic of this chapter. So before binomial nomenclature, we should know about taxonomy. That what does mean by taxonomy? Taxonomy is the branch of science which is concerned with classification, especially organism. So what is classification? Many students don't know about classification. So classification is the division of organism into group and subgroup on the basis of similarity and differences, which establish taxonomy, especially for organism, which an organism include plants and animals. If anyone don't know about organism, so organism means living things. After understanding the taxonomy, now we are going to discuss the binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is also called binominal nomenclature, binary nomenclature. So it is a two-term naming system. It is a scientific system in which we are giving the scientific name to an organism. So what is mean by nominal nomenclature? So we should know about it. Definition of the binomial nomenclature: it is a formal system of naming species of living things by giving each a name composed of two parts. Such a name is called binomial name, binomen, scientific name, and binominal name. And this system of naming is called binomial nomenclature. So in this system we are giving a name, a specific name, a stable name to an organism. There are some rules for giving a name to an organism in a scientific way, not a common name. So rule for naming, the first rule is that each binomial name of organism consists of two Latin words. The first name indicates genus. There are two names, two parts of the binomial name. So the first name indicates genus while the second name indicates species. The generic name will start from capital letters while the species name with small letter. When we are writing a name for a species, for organism, for a plant, for animal, for anything, so we will write the first generic name which will be started from a capital letter, and the second species name will started from a small letter, not from a capital. The another rule for naming an organism, the binomial name should be italic or underlined. There are two things. It must be italic. If it is not italic, so that names must be underlined. Here I have mentioned two types of names. One is italic and one is underlined. For example, Homo sapien. The Homo sapien, it is a scientific name for human beings, and Felis domesticus, it is a scientific name for a cat. So Homo sapien, and this we have used the rule. The first rule is that we have written the Homo, which is started from a capital letter, and the sapien, it is started from small letter. So the Homo sapien, and it is written in italic letter, italic style. The Felis domesticus, it is the same rule are used here, but it is underlined. It is not italic. The two names cannot be same. The two taxa, the taxa are not be same, because it make a confusion. The short history about binomial nomenclature: common names are not authentic and cannot be used for scientific purposes because these are changed from language to language. And for one thing, we are used different name in different languages. So Carl Linnaeus proposed the system of naming each organism in 1750. So in this system of Carl Linnaeus, there are a scientific name which is used worldwide, not in a specific area. It is used worldwide. There are these names which are used for an organism, so they have some importance, significance, and some main objectives. What are these? The main objective of this system are stability, universality, uniqueness. So the first thing is universality. What does mean by universality? The scientific communication can be made very difficult if we use common name of organism, because in different areas and different languages we are use different name for the same organism. So then we cannot identify the same organism because there are more than one names for one organism. So it will be difficult to understand and to identify these organisms. To avoid this, now a single set of names are used for biological diversity on worldwide basis. It is very important point of binomial nomenclature. The another thing is the stability. The name of organism would lose much of their usefulness if these names are frequently changed and altered. If the organism, there are one organism and their name are frequently changed and altered, so it will be lost their usefulness. What does mean by losing of their usefulness? We cannot identify that. So therefore the scientific names are stable, they are not changed. The another and the third one, the last but not the least, every name must be unique because it is a key to the entire information of the specific species. There will be a specific name for a specific organism in the scientific binomial nomenclature, but in common languages and different languages there are different names. Name of different taxa will not be same. So these are the three main points, main important and significant and main objective of the binomial nomenclature. Now we are going to talk about different examples. Some examples are mentioned here. English names, zoological, botanical names. The first one is housefly. Housefly, it is an English name, common and local name. The second one is Mosca domestica. It is a zoological name. So Mosca domestica, it is a zoological name for housefly. In this name we have used some rules. The first one is we have used in the generic name the capital letter, and the second one we have used in the species the small letter, and the third one is it is an italic style. The second example is cat, Felis domesticus. The same rule are used here. Tobacco, Nicotiana, tabacum, garlic, Ilium sativum. The same rule are used here too. These are some information about binomial nomenclature. Thanks for watching.